Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I'm going to talk about self-defense and Canelo versus Plant. Well, in the last video I show what happened in the press conference of the professional boxing fight between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. We're talking about the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. So, on the line is the world super middleweight championship, and we're talking about undisputed. Why undisputed? Because Canelo Alvarez is the world champion of WBA, WBC, and WBO. And Caleb Plant is the world champion of the IBF. But now, the winner takes it all. So, the winner of that boxing fight will be the undisputed world super middleweight champion. Well, there was a brawl, as you saw. And Canelo was upset because an insult of Caleb Plant, and then he pushed Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant went backwards, and then he came, so he went forward, and then he tried a left hook. He tried a left hook, but Canelo Alvarez avoided the punch. And then a counter attack, and he punched Plant's face, and Caleb Plant was with his sunglasses. And well, he suffered a cut very close to his right eye. Well, what we can take from this? Well, we can take a self-defense situation. Canelo Alvarez was aware what was happening at the time, so it was a stress situation, and he knew that Caleb Plant will do something because of the push. It was a push. And of course, he saw the punch come. Canelo Alvarez saw the punch coming. And of course, with a good reflexes, so he is a professional boxer for a very long time. He went back to avoid the punch, and then the counter-attack, so the punch on Plant's face. It was instinct, pure instinct, pure instinct. Why? Because he trained a lot. Of course, this is natural. So, concentration, so being aware of what's going on in the moment, okay? In the moment, that's the key. And then you must anticipate what is going to happen. Avoid the punch. Of course, the best is to avoid, but you can block. That's another defense technique you can use. You can block, of course, but if you can, you avoid the punch, and then immediately counter-attack. So you go punch in the face. That's what happened in that brawl, and that was it. The people that were all around, they tried to calm the situation. Nothing more happened. So we can take from this brawl, the press conference of the boxing fight that's going to happen between Canelo and Plant, we can take self-defense actions. So being aware in the moment what's going on. okay? Then avoid the punch or the blow, of course. In this case was a punch. Avoid, and then the reaction with a counterattack. It was precision, speed and precision, and it was a good action of self-defense. And this is important, well, because it can make the difference if you need to defend yourself, okay? You must be always aware what's going on in the moment all around you, you know? I'm going to talk about in another video about 5 things that are important in a self-defense situation, you know? I'm going to tell you in another video. But right now, what I want to say is that we can take this example of Canelo Alvarez against Caleb Plant because it was a self-defense situation. So, concentration, being aware what's going on, see the punch come. Then avoid, controlling the distance, of course. You must be aware of the distance, okay? Avoid, and then counterattack. Immediately counterattack, okay? Going to the face. That's an example we can take of self-defense of Canelo Alvarez, in this case against Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. And I can tell you that Canelo learned a lot when he fought Floyd Mayweather. It's his only loss. It's his only loss as a professional boxer, but he learned a lot. It was a loss by decision, by points. But we're talking about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is the master in defense. Why? Because always his philosophy was not taking punishment. Don't take punishment. That's Floyd Mayweather's philosophy. That's Floyd Mayweather's goal throughout his career, you know. Of course, maybe the style was not the best, of course, because there are a lot of opinions, of course. But for self-defense, I think it's perfect, you know. It's perfect. Why? Because if you are not hit, and then you counterattack, you will be successful in your self-defense, you know. That's the goal. So, controlling the distance, you know, being aware what's going on, okay? Anticipate what the opponent is going to do. Avoid the punch, counterattack. Avoid the punch, counterattack. And that's it. That's the example of self-defense that happened in the brawl of the press conference of the boxing fight that's going to happen on 6 November. Canelo Plant for the World Super Middleweight Championship and Undisputed. Well, subscribe the channel, give your comments, like and share the video. And that's all for today. See you next time.